Hare Krishna, dear all. So these girls are Akshara and Vibha. They grew up in this Vedic Cultural Center, and they are learning from their these Vaishnava qualities from their gurus, and they would like to contribute the same to the community of what they are practicing. And it's their honor to present Krishna Prema through their devotional renditions. Please listen and enjoy this blissful night. Thank you.
திருவடிகளே சரணம் எம் பெருமானார் திருவடிகளே சரணம் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம் கொடுத்த சுடற்கொடியே தொல்பாவை பாடியருளவல்ல பல்வளையாய் நாடினி வேங்கடவர்க்கென்னை விதி என்னையும் நாங்கடவா வண்ணமே நல்கு
Hare Krishna. I am so happy to see you all here to join us in the love that Andal has for Krishna through a story called Thiruppavai. But what is Thiruppavai? Tiruppavai is a set of 30 pasurams or poems that Andal has sung during the month of Margari or Margasirsha. But what's so special about this month of Margasirsha? Margasirsha has two meanings. The first one being the Sirsha of all Margams, the greatest of all the different paths of devotion or Margas. The second one being the greatest of all months. But why is it called the greatest of all months? Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says, Masana Margasirshona. What does that mean? He says, I am going to take this form of the month of Margasirsha. So if Krishna takes the form of the month, it's the greatest month that there is. Now moving on to Andal. Who is Andal? Andal is a 6-year-old girl who lives in a place called Srivilliputturu, which is a small town in the state of Tamil Nadu. She is the daughter of Vishnu Chitta. But who is Vishnu Chitta? Vishnu Chitta is the one who always has Narayana or Vishnu in his mind and in his heart. But interestingly enough, Vishnu Chitta is also called Periyalvar. It's another name he has, Periyalvar, which means greatest of all Alvars. And he's given this title because Vishnu Chitta not only means the one who has Vishnu in his heart and mind, but the one that Vishnu himself keeps in his mind and his heart. Andal follows her father's footsteps, as any daughter would, into doing Pumala Kainkaryam. Pumala Kainkaryam is garland making service, okay, like we do here in the temple. Andal makes these garlands and gives them to her father so that he can go and offer them to Krishna, And as Andal is making these garlands, before she gives them to her father to offer, she wears the garland. Okay, not so that she can look pretty and be like, oh, I look so nice in this garland. But she wears them to see if the garland is beautiful enough to be able to offer to Krishna. So she gives these garlands to her father that she wears so that he can go and offer them. But one day, Vishnu Chitta finds a strand of hair in one of the garlands Andal made. Okay, because Vishnu Chitta doesn't know that Andal is wearing these garlands, right? So he goes to Andal and discourages her from wearing the garlands before offering, saying that they need to be fresh and pure before giving to Krishna. Because if we wear the garlands, that's not good, right? We can't offer those. So Vishnu Chitta naturally makes a new set of garlands to go and offer to Krishna. But when he tries to offer them, Krishna says, I don't want these fresh garlands. I want the garlands that Andal made and that Andal wore so that I can wear those. But why does he say that? Why would Krishna take something that has already been worn? It's because Andal tried those garlands not out of selfish desires, but because of the pure love that she had for Krishna. She wanted those garlands to be the most beautiful there ever were so that he could look so beautiful. And Krishna will take anything given to him, absolutely anything given to him, that is made with pure love. Andal not only does Pumala Kainkaryam, she also does something called Pasuramala Kainkaryam, tracking back to the Thiruppavai that we initially talked about. Goda, or Andal, has presented Tiruppavai, a set of 30 pasarams, like we said before, during this month of Margari. She emphasizes in these pasarams how to practice Gopi Bhava in Kali Yuga. So she says stuff about Nama Sankirtanam, being associated with Bhagavatas, seeking guidance of the Acharyas, and many other deeply rooted Sampradaya information that we all probably follow today. However, while understanding the deeper meaning of this philosophy, let's understand how it guides us through our everyday life through some of these pasarams that I will be presenting today. Andal was raised by her father, and he told a lot of Krishna Katha. And Andal realized that through this Katha, the gopis' love for Krishna was unparalleled. Why? Because they followed a vratam, or a vow. And this vow was called Katyayani Vratam. And the gopikas did this in Gokulam. So Andal was thinking that she wanted to do a vratam so that she could get Krishna's love. And to get Krishna as her consort, what she did was she transformed her little village of Srivilliputtur and she made it into Gokulam. She imagined all of the young girls there as gopikas. Like how there are so many gopikas in Gokulam, all the girls of Srivilliputtur to her became Gokulam. She started to act like a gopi. She started to behave like a gopi. She started to dress like a gopi. And she even started to smell like a gopi. Her love for Krishna and that wanting to become a gopika was so immense that she even started to smell like a gopika. She also, the best part, she imagined the Archa Rupam of Vatabhadrasai that resided in Srivilliputtur not as an idol of Vatabhadrasai, but as Lord Sri Krishna himself. And because of this, she has written Tiruppavai out of that love, and we are going to be talking about that today. Tiruppavai is broken into a couple of sections. We're going to start with the first half, which has 2 sections. The first 5 pasarams. Let's start with that. In the first 5 pasarams, the vratam that we were talking about just now, the gist of that vratam is mentioned. In the very first pasaram, Andal talks about waking up early in the morning during this month of Margasirsha. Again, it's because Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Marsanam Margasirshonam, he has taken this form of a month, right? So Andal wanted to wake up early in the morning and honor that. She says, மார்கழி திங்கள் மதி நிறைந்த நன்னாள் நீராட போதுமீர் போதுமினோ நேரிழையீர் மார்கழி திங்கள் மதி நிறைந்த நன்னாள் நீராட போதுமீர் போதுமினோ நேரிழையீர் மார்கழி திங்கள் மதி நிறைந்த நன்னாள் நீராட போதுமீர் போதுமினோ நேரிழையீர் மார்கழி திங்கள் Margari Tingal. In this month of Margari or Margasirsha, Madini Raindanananar. The good days are here. This entire month of Margari for her is so auspicious, and she keeps saying this throughout Thiruppavai as well. Nirada podumir. The first 5 pasrams, we're going to notice a phrase called Nirada. Nirada means neer, water, and ada, playing, to take a bath, playing in water or taking a bath. Podumino nerirayir, early in the morning. She says that she wants to take a bath every single day, early in the morning, during the month of Margasirsha. And as this auspicious month has arrived, she not only wants to do that, she has a set of regulations that she wants to follow during this month. Neyunnom palunnom natkale neeradi mayitteludom malarette namudiyom seyyadana seyyom தீர்க்குறளை சென்றோதோம் நெய்யுண்ணோம் பாலுண்ணோம் நாட்காலே நீராடி மையிட்டெழுதோம் மலரேட்டு நாமுடியோம் செய்யாதன செய்யோம் தீர்க்குறளை சென்றோதோம் நெய்யுண்ணோம் நெய் or ghee. She won't intake ghee. Palunnom. She won't have milk. Natkale niradi. Again, that word niradi comes in. She wants to take a bath early in the morning. She mentions this again. Mayitteludom. What is mayi? Mayi is kajal or kohl. She won't wear kajal. Malarette namudiyom. She won't put flowers in her hair either. Seyyadana seyyom. She will follow the Shastric way of living and listen to her elders. Tirkuralai sendrodom. She won't talk ill of others, bad mouth, negative talk. No, she'll only talk in a positive way. For us though, it kind of seems like she's saying, oh, I'm not going to wear kajal. I'm not going to eat ghee. I'm not going to drink milk, this and that. I'm not going to do anything. But actually, Andal is trying to control her sense gratification. Just like in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Tasmat chastram pramanam te karya karya vyavastito. 16th chapter, 24th verse. The translation is, one should understand what is duty and what is not duty by the regulations of our scriptures, tracing back to the regulation that she has put for herself. But this also brings us to a different point. She keeps mentioning snanam or niradi or snanam, a bath. What bath is she referring to? You know, to wake up early in the morning and take a bath. For some people, we're like, oh, we're very lazy to do it. But in reality, Andal isn't talking about that kind of bath. She is talking about a bath none other than Krishnanusmarana or Krishnanubhavasnanam. Sri Krishnanubhavasnanam. She wants to experience the outpouring love that Krishna has. And what does this outpouring love bring us to? The outpouring love that Krishna has. She says, Ongi ulagalanda uttaman per paadi naangal nam paavaikku saatru neeraadinaal Ongi ulagalanda uttaman per paadi naangal nam paavaikku saatru neeraadinaal தீங்கின்றி நாடெல்லாம் திங்கள் முமாரி பெய்து ஓங்கு பெரும் சென்னல் ஊடு கயலுகள. She says, ஓங்கி உலகளந்த உத்தமன் பேர்பாடி. All that. The Pasuram talks about the blessing of wealth and abundance to the people who have allowed the gopikas of Gokulam to do this vratam. She says, நீங்காத செல்வம் நிறைந்தேலோரும் பாவாய். If one person, just one person, does this vratam selflessly, wholeheartedly, out of pure love, so many people will benefit from the one person doing the vratam. Imagine 500,000 gopikas of Gokulam who are doing this vratam. Imagine how much good will be happening to the world with Krishna's nirhetuka kripa or selfless mercy. The amount of selfless mercy that Krishna has is indescribable. So we just talked about an abundance and wealth that the people of Gokulam are getting. But what is this wealth? It is rain, it is water, it is a good harvest. Because they're a small farming town, right? Gokulam is a place where people are farming. So this is their wealth. And in the fourth pasuram, Ari Marai Kanna, Andal talks about how it should rain adequately for a good harvest. For every 10 days of sunshine, there should be 1 day of rain. So that's 3 days of rain per month. So the gopikas are asking Varuna Deva to shower rain. Just like how we are required to fulfill our everyday dharmas, they're asking Varuna Deva to do his duty in showering rain. You know, for example, as a student, you have to go to school, you have to learn, you have to come home, do your homework, and all that. So they're asking Varuna Deva, please shower us rain. Vada ulaginil pedidai naangalum மார்கழி நீராட மகிழ்ந்தேலோர் எம்பாவாய் வாழ உலகினில் பேதிடாய் நாங்களும் மார்கழி மகிழ்ந்தேலோர் எம்பாவாய் மார்கழி நீராட மகிழ்ந்தேலோர் எம்பாவாய் வாழ வாழ to live உலகினில் for everyone in the world to live. Pedidai nangalum. They're asking Varuna Deva, all the gopikas, please shower rain for everybody doing this vratam. Nangalam usually means I or like myself, but in this case, Andal is saying for Varuna Deva to shower rain on everybody doing this vratam and everybody benefiting from it. பேதிடாய் நாங்களும் மார்கழி நீராட. Coming back to the Krishnanubhavasnanam, the bath that Andal wants to take every morning, early in the morning during the month of Margari. Magindelor Thiruppavai, with utmost joy. Now, just like how the gopikas have asked Varuna Deva to do his dharma, one of our biggest dharmas is chanting the holy names of Sri Krishna. But who can even chant his name? Bhagavatas, Prapannas, Bhakti Nishtas, Jnana Yogis, basically anyone can chant his name. This chanting or Namasmarana is Krishnanusmaranam Param, says Tattvavetas. To attain Krishna, Nama Sankirtanam is of utmost importance. When Draupadi calls for Krishna, she does Nama Sankirtanam. She says, Hey Krishna Dvarakavasa Govinda Govinda. She calls out for Krishna to rescue her, and he immediately does so. Andal says, Vainal Padi Manatinar Sindika Poya Pirayum Pugundaruva Nindranahum Tinil Tusavum Sepelor Pavai Poya Pirayum Pugundaruva Nindranahum Tinil Tusagum Sepelor Pavai. This concludes the first part of the first half of Tiruppavai. The next part of Tiruppavai is the pasrams from 6 to 15. Andal wakes up. Andal in this set of pasrams wakes up 10 gopikas who are from different backgrounds per se. One of them is new to Krishna Anubhavam. Another one is like super pretty, and then there's one that's her relative, and there's another one who is consistently practicing karma yoga. So all these different people, gopikas from her community, she's bringing together so that they can all do this vratam with her. Not just that, the 10 people that Andal brings represents 500,000 gopikas from Gokulam who are also doing this vratam. And not just that, the 10 gopikas also apparently represent the 10 Alvars who are already so deeply immersed in Sri Krishnanubhavam. For example, the 6th pasram, Andal wakes up a gopika who is new to Krishnanubhavam. She is glorifying Nama Sankirtanam. Another pattern that comes in Tiruppavai is Andal glorifying the process of doing Nama Sankirtanam. So she says to this gopika, Hari Yandra Peraravam. You're hearing the names of Hari. This is a sign to wake up. Please wake up and come join us in doing this vratam. For example, in the 9th pasram, she's calling everyone, or she's calling this gopika with some kind of relation to them. Like, how we say akka or anna or bhaiya or mama. She says, Maman Magale Marnikadavam Tiruppavai Mamir Avalai Yadupiro Unmagaltan Maman Magale Marnikadavam Tiruppavai Madagaltan. She calls this gopika as Maman Magale, her mama or uncle's daughter. And she also calls her mommy or her aunt. Not just this, she doesn't just call her the gopika with a relation. She even calls Krishna in this pasaram with a relation. She says, Mamayan Madhavan Vaikuntanyan Namam Palavum Navindrelor Pavai Mahamayan Madhavan Vaikunthan Yandandre Namam Palavum Navindrelor Pavai. She says, Mahamayan Madhavan, or she calls him as Mahamayavi, and Vaikunthanathan, she calls him out as Vaikunthanathan. Or in the 11th Pasuram, she wakes up a different gopi, but this gopi is super beautiful, not just externally with her jewelry, her dresses, and her makeup, etc., but because she has a dedication to practicing something, and this something is Karma Yoga. Andal wakes her up by saying, Mugil Vannan Per Pada Sitrade Pesade Selva Pendatini Sitrade Pesade Selva Pendatini Yetkurangum Poruleloram Pavai. Oh beautiful Gopika, please wake up and come join us in this vratam. In the next Pasuram, the 12th Pasuram, she wakes up a girl who is extremely wealthy, not because of her money or because of her gold, but because her brother never leaves Krishna's side, just how Lakshmana never leaves Sri Rama's side. From the 12th through 15th Pasuram, there are a lot of Ramayanam references, and this is one such. The Gopika's brother is Krishna's best friend. And Andal says to this Gopika, you are so fortunate to have your brother's best friend as Krishna. Please come and join us so that we can all go experience this love. In the last Pasuram of the first half, the 15th Pasuram, we realize that Andal is focusing on waking up Bhagavatas who are experts in Shravanam, in Mananam, and in Dhyanam by doing activities like Nama Sankirtanam and Krishna Katha and focusing on attaining the shelter of Narayana or Krishna's feet as moksham. We see that people attain self-realization and they practice something called Kshama. Kshama is the parakashta of, or the ultimate mark of a Vaishnava. But what is Kshama? Kshama is to forgive, the art of forgiveness. This happens when we lose our ahankaram, thoughts of me, myself, and I, and we gain the knowledge that we are not the body, but we are the Atma inside. Yellarum pondaro Pondar Pondan Nikul Vallane Kondrare Matrare Macharika Vallane Mayane Fade Lord Pavai Vallane Kondrare Matrare Macharika Vallane Mayane Vade Lord Tiruppavai. She is giving us the knowledge to realize gain self-realization, to start practicing kshama, or the act of forgiveness. We are now entering the second half of Thiruppavai, the pasrams 15 through 30. And in the third part of the whole thing, we see that Andal is starting to wake up the more intimate associates of Krishna. So his mom, Yashoda, his dad, Nandagopa, his brother Balarama, Nappinai or Neela Devi, and finally Sri Krishna himself. Andal says, Nayakanai Nindra Nandagopanudaya Koyil Kapane. Nayakanai Nindra Nandagopanudaya Koyil Kapane. This is the 16th pasuram. In the 16th pasuram, Andal is going to Krishna's house, okay, and she sees Krishna's house as a temple. So she gives us a set of rules or regulations to follow when we go inside a temple. How to enter a temple, basically. You have to have a pure body and a pure mind as well, is what Andal says. You have to dress modestly, follow all the temple regulations, and your dressing and your acting shouldn't be a hindrance to other Bhagavatas. The temple is where we meet our Atma Bandhus. And these Bandhus, or Atma Bandhus, are more important than all the other relationships that we make through our birth. With Krishna and Acharya's direction, this caring and divine experience only happens when we see Krishna not as an idol in a temple just standing there as like a block of stone, but as a deity or a person himself. Nesa nilai kadavam nikelorem pavai. Nesa nilai kadavam nikelorem pavai. The 17th pasuram. In this pasuram, we see the greatness of Bhagavata Seva. Ambarame tannire sore aram seyum emperumananda gopala எழுந்தீராய் அம்பரமே தண்ணீரே சோரே ஹரம் செய்யும் எம்பெருமானந்த கோபாலா எழுந்தீராய் கொம்பனார்க்கெல்லாம் கோழுந்தே குல விளக்கே கொம்பனார்க்கெல்லாம் கோழுந்தே குல விளக்கே எம்பெருமாட்டி யசோதாய் அறிவுராய் எம்பெருமாட்டி யசோதாய் அறிவுராய் அம்பரமே ஊடறுத்து ஓங்கி உலகளந்த உம்பர் கோமானே உழங்காது எழுந்தீராய் அம்பரமே ஊடறுத்து ஓங்கி உலகளந்த உம்பர் கோமானே உறங்காது எழுந்தீராய் செம்போர் கடலடி செல்வா பலதேவா செம்போர் கடலடி செல்வா பலதேவா உம்பியும் நீயும் உறங்கேலோர் எம்பாவாய் உம்பியும் நீயும்
துரங்கேலோர் எம்பாவாய்.
So again, in the 17th Pasuram, we see the greatness of Bhagavata Seva. But through who? Through Nandagopa. Nandagopa is the king of Gokulam, and he does charity. But he isn't doing this charity to say, oh, I'm so great. Oh, you should do this because I'm doing this to you, you know? He's humbly helping those in need. He wants to help people out of the kindness of his heart. And this is very important in our Sampradaya. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that the act of dhanam shouldn't be done to expect something in return. You know, we do like a lot of exchange things in our daily lives, but to do dhanam, you shouldn't expect anything in return. It should be done out of the selflessness and kindness of one's heart. The best kind of charity is done in temples. Why? One of people's favorite parts about coming to temple is the prasadam. Okay? And prasadam not only satisfies our body, but it also satisfies our mind and our soul. It makes us happy like throughout. And that's why prasadam is served in temples. Pasuram 18 is very important as we learn that we should approach the Divine Mother we should approach Krishna through the Divine Mother. We wake up Neela Devi or Nappinai in this Pasuram. Unde Madagalitran Odada Tolvaliyan Nanda Gopalan Mare Magale Nappinai Unde Madagalitran Odada Tolvaliyan Nanda Gopalan Mare Magale Nappinai. Why are we approaching Krishna through the Divine Mother though? It is because it's our Divine Mother who convinces Narayana to shower his grace on all of us. And Andal starts to ask Nappinai, can you please go wake up Krishna on our behalf so that he can come and open his eyes and bless us. Pasuram 20. It is important that in Pasuram 20, for realized Atmas, it is important to slowly develop the divine path through Jnana, Vairagya, and Bhakti, and slowly let go of the material path. Mupatte Muvar Amararku mun sendre kapam tavirkum kaliye tuyilai. Mupatte Muvar Amararku mun sendre kapam tavirkum kaliye tuyilai. செப்பமுடையாய் திரளுடையாய் செற்றார்க்கு வெப்பம் கொடுக்கும் விமலா துயிலழாய். செப்பமுடையாய் திரளுடையாய் செற்றார்க்கு வெப்பம் கொடுக்கும் விமலா துயிலழாய். So she says that, or this pasuram, we are starting to recognize self-realization, and we are starting to go through into the divine path and slowly alter our way from the material path. In pasarams 21 and 22, Arndal talks about shedding our ego and our pride and realizing that we are always under the control of Paramatma. Again, the act of practicing Shama comes back in these two pasarams. As we move into the 23rd Pasuram, my personal favorite, as the Lord, who's an embodiment of love and compassion, wakes up on the request of the Divine Mother, like we talked about in the 18th Pasuram, the gopis who only have unflinching love for him and only him Krishna finally wakes up for them. மாரிமழை முழைஞ்சில் மன்னி கிடந்துறங்கும் சீரிய சிங்கம் அழிவூற்று தீவிழுத்து மாரிமழை முழைஞ்சில் மன்னி கிடந்துறங்கும் சீரிய சிங்கம் அழிவூற்று தீவிழுத்து வேரிமயிர் பொங்காய பாடும் பேந்துதறி மூழி நிமிர்ந்து முரங்கி புறப்பட்டு போதருமா போலே நீர் பூவை பூவண்ணா உன் கோயில் நின்றுங்கனே ஓந்தருளி கோப்புடைய சீரிய சிங்காசனத்திருந்து யாம் வந்த காரியமாழாய் அருளேலோரம் பாவாய் சீரிய சிங்காசனத்திருந்து யாம் வந்த காரியமாழாய் அருளேலோரம் பாவாய். Krishna finally opens his eyes and he finally wakes up. And Andal describes him as waking up as this ferocious lion with his mane going everywhere. And he looks so beautiful in these gopis' eyes, and they're awestruck. They're awestruck by his beauty, and they are in so much love that they not only just praise him, but they cast benedictions on him as well. And this brings us to the 24th Pasuram. But these are benedictions, so I will save them towards the end of the program as Mangalasasanams. In the 25th Pasuram, Andal's message is to have a balance, not dvandvas like Krishna talks in Bhagavad Gita. In the 26th Pasuram, she goes back to the message in the second Pasuram, saying that she will only stick to Shastric way of living, the Shastric way of living. And she tells us to stick to Sanatana Dharma and always listen to our elders. In the 27th Pasuram, Kudare Vellum Sir Govinda Un Tannai Padi Parai Konde Yam Per Sammanam Kudare Vellum Sir Govinda Un Tannai Padi Parai Konde Yam Per Sammanam Nade Pugarum Parisinar Nanraga Sudagame Tolvalaye Tode Sevi Puve Padagame Yendranaya Falkalanum Yamanivom Adai Udupom Adan Pinnai Pal Sodra Muda Neipaide Murangai Varivara Kudi Irund Kulindelor Empavai Muda Nepaide Murangai Varivara Kulindelor Empavai. Interestingly enough, this pasuram also doubles as a recipe for payasam. Kudare vellum seer Govinda. The rice represents all of us Jivatmas. And Krishna, because he is in all of us Jivatmas, he is also in every single grain of rice in the payasam. You have to roast the rice, okay? And it represents the sufferings that we go through in the material world. And because Krishna is inside us, he is going through this suffering along with us. So that's the roasting of the rice. But then you start to add a whole heap of milk, which represents jnanam. And then after that, you add bellam or jaggery. And that adds to the sweetness of our relationship to Krishna. And lastly, you add an excessive amount of ghee, which are all of his kalyana gunams. And this makes the payasam that Andal talks about in this pasuram. In the 28th pasuram, like many of us, Andal admits that she and the gopikas that have come to do this vratam are just mere cowherd girls. They have no social status and they are imperfect. She prays to Krishna saying that she doesn't want him to be offended by their failings. Karavaigal pin sendre kanam sendun bo karavaigal pin sendre kanam sendun bo அறிவுன்றும் இல்லாத ஆய்குலத்து உன் தன்னை பிறவி பெருந் தன்னை புண்ணியம் யாமுடையோம் குறை ஒன்றும் கோவிந்தா உன் தன்னோடு உறவே நமக்கு இங்கு ஒழிக்க ஒழியாத அறியாத பிள்ளைகளோ அன்பினாள் உன் தன்னை சிறு பேர் அழைத்தனவும் சீரியருளாதே இறை வாணிதாராய் பரையேலோர் பாவாய் சிறு பேர் அழைத்தனவும் சீரியருளாதே இறைவாணி தாராய் பரையேலோர் பாவாய். This is Andal asking Krishna, please don't mind our imperfections. We wanted to come see you and we wanted you to open your eyes and wake up and look at us for us to be able to take your blessings. And finally, in Sitram Zirukale, the 29th Pasuram of Thiruppavai, she declares that the purpose of this entire Vratam, all of these vows all of these regulations that she said for herself, all of these gopikas that she has called, this entire Vratam, the purpose wasn't to get a drum or a fruit or something. And it was not just to serve the Bhagavatas, but it was to learn the importance of serving Bhagavan himself. Andal gives a lot of references to Bhagavata Seva and charity and such things. But she also emphasizes the importance of Bhagavan Seva, serving Krishna not for our pleasure and not for us to get something, but for His pleasure and for us to feel that love that He has for all of us. And this can only be done by letting go of our ego. Like they say in the Isavasya Upanishad, do service to Krishna with Trivida Parityagam. Because once pride enters, Krishna won't be able to come into our hearts anymore. He will no longer come in front of us. At this point, we have reached the end of Thiruppavai. And we have all been inspired by her work to follow the path of Gopi Bhava and Bhakti. And not just us, we're not the only ones being inspired by Andal's work. There's so many composers who have also been inspired by her work and have written their kirtanas and kritis based on this Gopi Bhavam. Now my friend Akshara is going to sing some of these kritis that these composers have written based on this Bhavam. Hare Krishna, Jai Shriman Narayana. ஆண்டாள் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம் ஸ்மத் குருப்யோ நமஹ. Jai Shriman Narayana. Thank you for listening to my presentation. Moving on to Akshara.
Hare Krishna and Namaskaram. To start with this journey of the joy of the Sri Krishna Sankirtanam, I will be starting with a Varnam glorifying Lord Krishna in the Ragam Natakuranji set to Aditalam. चल मेल जैसे वैया चल मेल जैसे वैया चकनी चकनी मारन गई कल कालमु नीपाद मूले कल कालमु नीपाद सनिद नि सरि रि सनिद पदनि सनिद मनिदनि पदनि सरि नि सरि ग मम ग सरि ग मनिद मग म निद नि सरि ग मग सा सनिद म మగ సరిగ కరి మొరలిడవిని దురమున మిడలి మకరిని దునిమి కరి వరదుడని బిరుదు ధరను వెలసి సురలు పొగడ గలిగిన పతిత పావనుడన మన వివిను చలమేల చేసే భయ్య చలమేల చేసే భయ్య చకని మారంగయ్య చకని మారంగయ్య కల కాలముని పాదములే గదియని నమ్మి ఉండగ కల కాలముని పాదములే గదియని నమ్మి ఉండగ మమ గజని సనిద పదని సనిద మనిద పదని సరి ని సరి గ మగ సరి గ మనిద మగం నిదని సరి గ మగ సనిద మగ సరి గ కరి మొరలిడవిని దురమున వెడ మకరిని దునిమి కరి వరదుడని బెరు ధరను వెలసి సురలు పొగడ కలిగిన పదిద పావనుడన మా వివిను చల్ల మేల జేసే నన్ను బ్రోవ నీకు పరమ నన్ను బ్రోవ నీకు పరమద నీద మగ సరి సనిద మానిద నిస ని సరి గమ ఈదే భాగని యూరకను నీవున్న నను నీ విడచేదన నన్ను బ్రోవ నీకు పరమ నీద పద నిద మగమ పగరి సనిదని సరి సరిగమ నిద మగమ నీదు స్మరణగా కవేరే ఎరుగను నీరజనయన ధనుజ మదహరణ నన్ను బ్రోవ నీకు పరమ నీసా నిరిసని దని సదని పదామ రిగమగ సని రిసని దని సా రిగమగమ నిదని పద నీసా రిగమగ సని రిసని ద అండాండములకు నదిపతివని నిండ మురళిడగ విని వినకయుండ సరియ గుణమదన జనకుండ వరమస గుణను దినము నన్ను బ్రోవ నీకు పరమ సా రిగమగ సని రిసని దని పదని సని దమ పగరి సా నిదని సనిదని సరిగమ రిగమ పమగమ నిదని సారి సనిదని సనిద పద పమగమ పగమ నీద మనిదని పదని సరిగమగ సని రి సనిద నిద పదని సత పగమ పగరి సనిదని సరిగమ ఆ ద్రౌపదికి వలువ సభలో దయకలునను సగిన మహా దయగల నిను పొగడనునా తరమగుణ సిరి వెలయు రంగపురిని ఏలిన పతి నాగల్ రంగని కొమరుండ తెలిసి తెలియక నడచిన పలు నడతలను మది తెలుపవలదు వలదు శరణు శరణు మురహర నన్ను బ్రోవ నీకు పరమ నన్ను బ్రోవ నీకు The next song I will be singing is Krishnam Kalayasaki Sundaram, composed by Sri Narayana Tirtha in the Ragam Brindavana Saranga. सकलु महानुभावो लीलया परिकलित अखिलाण्डकोटि ब्रह्माण्डनायको मधुसूदननामा व्रजपुरवर सुन्दरी परिवेष्टितो वशीकृत महामायोऽपि माया परवशो बालका इव लीला विनोदं दर्शयन् कृष्णं कलय सखी सुन्दरं बालकृष्णं 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 कलय सखी सुन्दरम् कृष्णं गतविषय तृष्णं जगत् प्रभाविष्णुं सुरारिगणजिष्णुं कृष्णं गतविषय तृष्णं जगत् प्रभाविष्णुं सुरारिगणजिष्णुं सदा बालकृष्णं कलय सखी सुन्दरं बालकृष्णं कलय सखी सुन्दरम् धीरं भवजलधि पारं सकलवेदसारं समस्तयोगिधारं सदा बालकृष्णं कलय सखी सुन्दरं बालकृष्णं कलय सखी सुन्दरं बालकृष्णं कलय सखी सुन्दरम् रामेण जगदभिरामेण बलभद्र रामेण समवाप्तकामेन रामेण जगदभिरामेण बलभद्र रामेण समवाप्तकामेन सदा बालकृष्णं कलय सखी सुन्दरं बालकृष्णं कलय सखी सुन्दरम् राधारुणाधर सुतापं सच्चित् आनन्दरूप బాలకృష్ణం కలయ సఖీ సుందరం బాలకృష్ణం కలయ సఖీ సుందరం అర్థం శిథిలీకృత అనర్థం అర్థం శిథిలీకృత అనర్థం శ్రీనారాయణ తీర్థ అర్థం శిథిలీకృత అనర్థం శ్రీనారాయణ తీర్థ పరమ పురుషార్థం సదా బాలకృష్ణం కలయ సఖీ సుందరం బాలకృష్ణం కలయ సఖీ సుందరం బాలకృష్ణం కలయ సఖీ సుందరం బాలకృష్ణం కలయ సఖీ సుందరం The next song I will be singing is Yedutunnadu Veede, composed by Sri Annamacharya in the Ragam Athana. Yedutunnadu Veede, Yedutunnadu Veede, ఎదుటనున్నాడు వీడే ఎదుటనున్నాడు వీడే ఈ బాలుడు మది తెలియమమ్మా ఏ మరులో గాని ఎదుటనున్నాడు వీడే ఈ బాలుడు మది తెలియమమ్మా ఏ మరులో గాని ఎదుటనున్నాడు వీడే వీడే పరమ పురుషుడట పశులగాచనట సరువలుంచిన విన సంగత ఇదే పరమ పురుషుడట పశులగాచనట సరవులంచిన విన సంగత ఇదే హరియే తానట ముద్దులందరికి చేసెనట హరియే తానట ముద్దులందరికి చేసెనట ఇరవాయనమ్మ సుద్దులేటివో గాని హరియే తానట ముద్దులందరికి చేసెనట ఇరవాయనమ్మ సుద్దులేటివో గాని ఎదుటనున్నాడు వీడే ఎదుటనున్నాడు వీడే ఈ బాలుడు మది తెలియమమ్మా ఏ మరులో గాని ఎదుటనున్నాడు వీడే వేదాల కొడయడట వెన్నెలు దొంగిలనట వాదించి విన్న వారికి నమ్మిక ఇదే. వేదాల కొడయడట వెన్నెలు దొంగిలనట, వాదించి విన్న వారికి నమ్మిక ఇదే. ఆది మూలమీతడట ఆడికేల చాతలట, ఆడి మూలమీతడట ఆడికేల చాతలట, కాదమ్మాయి సుద్దులెట్టివో గాని. ఆది మూలమీతడట ఆడికేల చాతలట, కాదమ్మాయి సుద్దులెట్టి కదలో గాని. ఎదుటనున్నాడు వీడే, ఎదుటనున్నాడు వీడే. ఈ బాలుడు మది తెలియమమ్మ ఏ మరులో గాని. ఎదుటనున్నాడు వీడే. అల బ్రహ్మ తండ్రి అట యశోదకు బిడ్డడట, కలదు కరికి చెప్పకూడునా ఇదే. అల బ్రహ్మ తండ్రి అట యశోదకు బిడ్డడట, కొలదు కరికి చెప్పకూడునా ఇదే. తెలిసి శ్రీ వెంకటాద్రి దేవుడై నిలిచెనట, తెలిసి శ్రీ వెంకటాద్రి దేవుడై నిలిచెనట, కలదమ్మ మనకెంతో కరుణోగాని. తెలిసి శ్రీ వెంకటాద్రి దేవుడై నిలిచెనట, కలదమ్మ తనకెంతో కరుణోగాని. ఎదుటనున్నాడు వీడే, ఎదుటనున్నాడు వీడే. ఈ బాలుడు మది తెలియమమ్మ ఏ మరులో గాని. ఎదుటనున్నాడు వీడే, వీడే. The next song I will be singing is Bala Gopala Krishna in the ragam Vachaspati, set to Rupakatalam, composed by Sri Narayani Tirtha. Bala Gopala Krishna, pahi pahi 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 Bala Gopala Krishna. ನೀಲಮೇಘ ಶರೀರ ನೀಲಮೇಘ ಶರೀರ ನೀಲಮೇಘ ಶರೀರ ನೀಲಮೇಘ ಶರೀರ ನೀಲಮೇಘ ಶರೀರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದಂ ದೇಹಿ ನೀಲಮೇಘ ಶರೀರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದಂ ದೇಹಿ ಪಮಗರಿ ಗಮ ಪದ ನೀದ ಪ ನಿದ ರಿಸ ಗರಿ ಮಗರಿ ಸ ನಿದ ಪಮ ಪದ ನಿ ಮ ಪದ ನಿ ದ ನಿ ಸ ನಿದ ನೀದ ದ ಪಮ ಮಗರಿ ಗಮ ಪದ ನಿ ದ ನಿದ ರಿ ಸ ಗರಿ ಮಗರಿ ಸ ನಿದ ಪಮ ಪದ ಮ ಪದ ನಿ ದ ನಿ ಸ ನಿದ ನೀದ ದ ಪಮ ಬಾಲ ಗೋಪಾಲ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪಾಹಿ ಪಾಹಿ ಬಾಲ ಗೋಪಾಲ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಸ್ತ ಪಾದಾರವಿಂದ ವಿಶ್ವವಂದಿತ ಮುಕುಂದ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಸ್ತ ಪಾದಾರವಿಂದ ವಿಶ್ವವಂದಿತ ಮುಕುಂದ ಸತ್ಯಾಖಂಡ ಬೋಧಾನಂದ ಸದ್ಗುಣ ಬೃಂದ ಸತ್ಯಾಖಂಡ ಬೋಧಾನಂದ ಸದ್ಗುಣ ಬೃಂದ ಪ್ರತ್ಯಸ್ತಮಿತ ಭೇದಗಂಧ ಪಾಲಿತನಂದ ಸುನಂದ ನಾರಾಯಣ ತೀರ್ಥ ನಿರ್ಮಲಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಪ್ರತ್ಯಸ್ತಮಿತ ಭೇದಗಂಧ ಪಾಲಿತನಂದ ಸುನಂದ ನಾರಾಯಣ ತೀರ್ಥ ನಿರ್ಮಲಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಪಮಗರಿ ಗಮ ಪದ ನೀದ ಪ ನಿದ ರಿ ಸ ಗರಿ ಮಗರಿ ಸ ನಿದ ಪಮ ಪದ ಮ ಪದ ನಿದ ನಿ ಸ ನಿದ ನೀದ ದ ಪಮ ಬಾಲ ಗೋಪಾಲ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪಾಹಿ ಪಾಹಿ ಬಾಲ ಗೋಪಾಲ ಕೃಷ್ಣ The next song I'll be singing is Krishna Ni Begane Baru in the ragam Yamuna Kalyani, composed by Sri Purandaradasa. Baru Baru Begane Baru Begane Baru ಬೇಗನೆ ಬಾರೋ ಬೇಗನೆ ಬಾರೋ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ನೀ ಬೇಗನೆ ಬಾರೋ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ನೀ ಬೇಗನೆ ಬಾರೋ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ನೀ ಬೇಗನೆ ಬಾರೋ 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 ಕೃಷ್ಣ ನೀ ಬೇಗನೆ ಬಾರೋ 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 ಬೇಗನೆ ಬಾರೋ ಮುಖವನ್ನು ತೋರೋ 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 ಕೃಷ್ಣ ನೀ ಬೇಗನೆ ಬಾರೋ 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 ಕಾಶಿ ಪೀತಾಂಬರ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಳಲು ಕಾಶಿ ಪೀತಾಂಬರ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಳಲು ಕಾಶಿ ಪೀತಾಂಬರ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಳಲು ಪೂಸಿದ ಶ್ರೀಗಂಧ ಮಾಯೋಳಗಮ್ಮ ಪೂಸಿದ ಶ್ರೀಗಂಧ ಮಾಯೋಳಗಮ್ಮ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ನೀ ಬೇಗನೆ ಬಾರೋ 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 ತಾಯಿಗೆ ಬಾಯಲ್ಲಿ ತಾಯಿಗೆ ಬಾಯಲ್ಲಿ ತಾಯಿಗೆ ಬಾಯಲ್ಲಿ ತಾಯಿಗೆ ಬಾಯಲ್ಲಿ ತಾಯಿಗೆ ಬಾಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜಗವನ್ನು ತೋರಿದ ತಾಯಿಗೆ ಬಾಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜಗವನ್ನು ತೋರಿದ ಜಗದೋದ್ಧಾರಕ ನಮ್ಮ ಉಡುಪಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಜಗದೋದ್ಧಾರಕ ನಮ್ಮ ಉಡುಪಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಬಾರೋ ಬಾರೋ ಬೇಗನೆ ಬಾರೋ 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 ಬಾರೋ. The final song I will be singing to conclude this journey of Shri Krishna Sankirtanam is Jagadodharana in the Ragam Kapi, composed by Saint Purandaradasa. ಜಗದೋದ್ಧಾರಣ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳು ಯಶೋದ. 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 ಜಗದೋದ್ಧಾರಣ ಜಗದೋದ್ಧಾರಣ ಮನೆಯೆಂದು ತಿಳಿಯುತ್ತ. ಜಗದೋದ್ಧಾರಣ ಮಗನೆಂದು ತಿಳಿಯುತ್ತ. ಜಗದೋದ್ಧಾರಣ ಮಗನೆಂದು ತಿಳಿಯುತ್ತ. ಜಗದೋದ್ಧಾರಣ ಮಗನೆಂದು ತಿಳಿಯುತ್ತ. ಸುಗುಣಾಂತ ರಂಗನ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳು ಯಶೋದ. ಸುಗುಣಾಂತ ರಂಗನ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳು ಯಶೋದ. ಜಗದೋದ್ಧಾರಣ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳು ಯಶೋದ. ಜಗದೋದ್ಧಾರಣ ಪರಮ ಪುರುಷನ ಪರವಸುದೇವನ. ಪರಮ ಪುರುಷನ ಪರವಸುದೇವನ परवसुदेवना परमपुरुषना परवसुदेवना पुरंदर विठलना आडिसिदळ यशोदा पुरंदर विठलना आडिसिदळ यशोदा जगदो धारण आडिसिदळ यशोदा जगदो धारण Thank you.
To conclude this journey that Aksha and I have both had the opportunity to take with Thiruppavai and Nama Sankirtanam, we would like to conclude with the 24th Pasaram, which are the benedictions that Andal has put upon Krishna out of pure love, the one that I was talking about, after he woke up. So as a Mangalam, we would like to present that. அன்று இவ்வுலகம் அடைந்தாயடி போற்றி சென்றங்கு தென்னிலங்கை சற்றாய் திரள் போற்றி அன்று இவ்வுலகம் அடைந்தாயடி போற்றி சென்றங்கு தென்னிலங்கை சற்றாய் திரள் போற்றி பொன்ற சகடம் உடைத்தாய் புகழ் போற்றி கன்று குனிலாய் வெறிந்தாய் கடல் போற்றி குன்று கூடையாய் எடுத்தாய் குணம் போற்றி வென்று பகை கெடுக்கும் நின் கையில் வேல் போற்றி என்றென்றும் சேவகமே ஏற்றி பறை கொள்வான் இன்று யாம் வந்தோம் இறங்கேலோரம் பாவாய் என்றென்றும் சேவகமே ஏற்றி பறை கொள்வான் இன்று யாம் வந்தோம் இறங்கேலோரம் பாவாய். Hare Krishna. Thank you all for coming and blessing us as we took this journey. Hare Krishna.